Hey peeps, welcome back to the channel. It's Supreme Black Kai with another video. It's an episode review of the last episode of the first part of season 1 of Mushoku Tensei. Spoilers ahead. Now this episode was the best by far, but let's get into a quick recap and cover the things I really want to talk about. We open up the episode with seeing what seems to be Rudy's home gone, destroyed. Through Roxy's point of view, we see that nobody dies and she meets two characters we see in the trailer who used to work with Paul. Fast forward, Rudy and his gang are still doing missions, and the mission that they get in this episode is the hardest to date, but not for them. We will touch on that a little bit later. Afterwards, they get blackmailed from a character off of B-Stars, and Rudy isn't really going for it. They abandon the city in hopes of reaching a sword capital, and that is a very broad recap of this episode. Now, what I really want to focus on first is the reality and setting of the world. I've said this before, but this world is huge. They are using the entire landscape of the world the characters are in. An example of this is when the Dead Forest portion of the show, those monsters are tough, but the characters can easily defeat these monsters, especially our blue but really green-haired friend. There has to be monsters in this world that gives the characters real trouble, even Rudyard, and that goes towards the world building of this show. Like, these are just snacks for these characters, but obviously with the journey that they're on, they're going to have more hardships, even with the monsters. Speaking of the Dead Forest, Rudy has finally woken up to this world. You would think that he would have woken up with all the decapitations that he's seen, but it took him failing to save someone for him to finally wake up, which was really his fault. Like, geez, that was so stupid. I could go in depth, but he says it best himself. He finally realizes that this truly isn't a game. We see him taking things too casually with life or death situations, whether it was when he was kidnapped or even this moment when Chicken Little got absolutely thrashed. It took that happening for him to realize that he needs to be way more serious, which is good, great even, because unlike other isekai except a select few, life is taken very seriously in this show because it can end in the blink of an eye. As you can see, getting thrown through a tree will kill you if it's hard enough. This isn't Dragon Ball Z where you can fly through mountains unharmed. So long story short, it seems like his mentality has caught up to the world. Now hopefully he matures in his perverted views towards children. The last thing I want to speak on with Rudy is how he was willing to destroy a city to protect Eris. It's not something to harp on, but it's something to keep an eye on. He's consistently not liked seeing others killing people, and he has yet to kill anyone himself. Obviously he felt his hands were tied with this situation, but was this really a reason to kill someone? Rudyard could have scared him without revealing who he was if you think about it. I'm not going to count this as a character inconsistency, just saying to keep an eye out for it. All in all, this episode broke Rudy down from the character that he was. He has shown tremendous growth from episode 1, and even throughout this episode, he has reached a new milestone. This show is just getting started, but things have gotten so real. I didn't talk about it much, but our main family is all over the world, and Paul has a monologue to open the episode after Roxy, and the plot is coming together. Everyone has their different goals, and eventually it's all going to come together beautifully. I can't wait to see our cat lady again, and I really want to see what's going on with Sylphie, but we will get our answers next time an episode drops, which is the second part of the first season, which drops in July. I'm curious as to what's going to happen with this series. This is one of the better shows this season, and has the potential to really become a part of the Isekai Hall of Fame with ReZero and Konosuba among others. Anyways, I've had fun watching this show. Stay tuned for the next time. I love you guys. It's Supreme Black Kai. It's been real. Pass.
Thanks, noob. This guy gets it.
If you guys like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment on what you think is going to happen with this show. Unless you read the light novel, I don't want any spoilers. Please don't spoil it. But if you are just like me, you're watching just the anime, leave a guess. I want to talk about it in the comments. See you guys later.